Welcome back, TCG Squad. Today, we're taking a sneak peek at an exciting new deck featuring Jump to Lightspeed, Set 4 of Star Wars Unlimited. This one's is all about Admiral Piett in the aggression aspect, commanding a fleet of Imperial capital ships to overwhelm your opponents and seize victory. So, why this deck? Well, when I saw Admiral Piett and the Planetary Bombardment spoiled, I knew I had to try this deck out. This build starts strong with small fighters and ramps into massive capital ships, crushing everything in its path. Stick around as we break down its key strategies, combos, and gameplay tips to get the most out of Admiral Piett's firepower. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We'll be covering more Jump to Lightspeed decks, spoilers, and meta breakdown as we get closer to the release date. Let's jump into a leader overview. Admiral Piett is a command leader who deploys at 5 resources with 2 attack and 7 defense. His real power comes from his action ability, letting you play a capital ship from your hand for 1 less, but that's just the beginning. Once he flips into his leader unit side, every capital ship you play costs 2 less. That's a huge discount, making it easier to flood the board with the massive ships. This is a classic mid-range deck. Early on, you'll use small units to poke damage while ramping with Super Legend Technician and Resupply. Once you hit 5+ resources, you'll start deploying capital ships, completely taking over the game. Let's talk about the best synergies that make this deck terrifying. General Veers plus any Imperial. It's an awesome combo. It gives your ships extra attack power, letting you put more pressure on your opponent. Captain Tarkin plus any vehicle. Hey, we're a space deck, so we're going to have a lot of vehicles. He buffs your entire fleet with 1 attack and gives them overwhelm, making them deadlier. Victor Leader plus any unit. A must-have for boosting your smaller units before you ramp into capital ships. And obviously, one of my favorite, Overwhelming Barrage plus any capital ship. You can use this to wipe out your opponent's board and push for huge damage. And let's not forget about the new card, Planetary Bombardment plus a capital ship. Sure, want to close the game out? 12 indirect damage is your best friend. Play it right after Overwhelming Barrage and watch your opponent crumble. So there's a couple strengths here to this deck. It's explosive late game power. Capital ships are nearly unstoppable once they hit the board. This actually ramps very well with Super Laser Technician, so you can get out those capital ships faster. Big indirect damage plays. Planetary Bombardment can swing games instantly. Now, there are a couple of drawbacks with this deck. Early indirect damage. Your low health units can get wiped out before you ramped up, and if you don't take them out, you have to take that as base damage, which really hurts. Again, you're resource dependent. If you don't ramp properly, you're going to struggle to deploy your big ships, and that's no fun. Pro tip, use the TIE bombers to soak up early indirect damage so you don't fall behind. They have big butts. They have 4 defense for 2 cost. Really good. If you're enjoying this breakdown, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more deck techs just like this one. Now, for your opening hand, what should you be looking for? What you should mulligan for? I like to have TIE Bomber, great for absorbing early indirect damage. Super Laser Technician, remember, that's how you get your ramp started. Wingman Victor 2 or 3 helps power up your TIE Bomber because they only cost 1 resource. And any low-cost ships, anything, right? We have several low-cost ships that help put the pressure on. For the mid and late game plan, around turn 4, which is around resource 5, you're going to use Piett's ability to deploy Ruthless Raiders, your first capital ship. Turn 5, play Overwhelming Barrage to clear your opponent's field. Alternative play, you can drop the Aggression Devastator, which is the new ship. This allows you to assign all indirect damage. Then you can deploy Wingman Victor for some extra value. Turn 6, finish the game with Planetary Bombardment. 12 indirect damage. If the Devastator is in play, you can put all 12 damage straight to the base. It's going to be a killer. That wraps up our Aggression Admiral Piett deck breakdown for Jump to Lightspeed. This deck is all about smart resource management, powerful capital ships, and big burst damage. If you love commanding an unstoppable armada, this is the deck for you. Question for you. What do you think about this deck? Are you planning to build an Admiral Piett when Jump to Lightspeed drops? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe for more Star Wars deck guides, gameplay, and Star Wars Unlimited content. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button to help more players find this video. Thanks for watching, TCG Squad. May the Force be with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.